Are you putting the thing? Okay. But,
We're recording. So what were you talking about the Dave Chappelle joint? Uh,
oh yeah, bro. That shit's fucking live. He made like a it's like a little like a short clip, of him just like talking about how he got his show back and all that. It's fucking live. It's like, you should definitely watch that. It's dope. It's on his Instagram. But
bro, like I
that's
was watching the Dave Chappelle show like once, and I was like, I think I walked in the room,
yeah.
somebody else was watching it, and like Joe Rogan's in the middle of New York City, and he just goes up to him, and like I don't know, I think like, he brings like a prostitute to him or some shit. I don't know. It's just like funny. It's
Yeah.
some funny shit. Like
Yeah.
I want to go back and binge it one full time through, but I haven't. So.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, though. If you're
Yeah, bro.
watching, welcome to
Glad
Hass
to be here.
Discusses, and we got Mob here, mmobb.
It's good.
What's good?
You know.
Yeah, and Red Man was pissing about your music.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know, the last like fucking 5 months has been insane, dude. Like, I don't know. There's been like so many connections. I got like signed with Empire, and then like just like all these I started like pushing my music a lot. I was just like sending my music to like random ass people, like constantly for
Who
like a year,
who is
right?
who is Did you send your music to Red Man like randomly on DM, or was it just like?
That was different. That was like he sent out like this post and he was like, I'm looking for new talent, blah blah blah. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I fuck with Red Man. So like I submitted it,
Yeah,
they got back with me like real fast, and like he actually hit me back. He's like, hey, we're fucking with it, you know what I mean? We kind of want to do something with it. They had like a little like mixtape. They ended up not doing the mixtape, so I mean that still might happen. I don't really know, but they uh they ended up just like doing that little video drop, which is pretty dope. Like he was fucking with the song, so yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's been
those are
like
right
him,
now joint, right?
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
first song I heard from you, and
oh yeah,
you got
that's
like a
dope.
cool like delivery. Your delivery is cool.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Like it sounds like cool and raspy and shit. Like I fuck with it. Like I like raspy ass voices that are
oh,
different.
fucking cigarettes, dude.
Oh,
That's probably what the fuck it is,
before
dude.
you got signed and we're sending out and your music started popping, did you always have these beautiful paintings behind you?
Oh, actually, yeah, can you see? It looks gray on my screen. I don't know if you can see that shit. Yeah,
Bro, it
bro.
looks amazing, dog.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah, no, it's just like that's like the you ever seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. It's like a little painting of like the movie, and then like it's like
No, I'm saying
going.
like in general, like all around you, like is that like all you or did you collect
Oh
them?
yeah, yeah. It's all random shit. Yeah, this is like a mushroom. We just did this shit. This shit's fucking
So
weird
you're a
as hell.
painter or did you collect them?
Oh no, I paint. Yeah, it's like a
Shit,
mushroom type. Yeah, I did this shit like yesterday, but that shit up there.
dude,
That's just
that's
like when
fucking
you like
beautiful,
drip
man.
the paint and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on like the canvas, you like whirl it around,
Yeah,
and like you can like put like little mushrooms in there and shit. Fucking weird, but
that's great. That's great, man.
that's all.
How long have you been painting? Is it just like some shit you just got into, or is it always just some random? You always every now and then get
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
just since I was like a little kid, like always been painting. It's like art in general, like I don't know, like any type of art. It's just like I don't know. I
I used
just
to want
feel
to make
that shit.
comic books. That was my thing.
Oh, that's a lot.
I used to
Yeah,
want to
I
make
mean,
comic books, and I
yeah.
had a comic book YouTube channel a while ago. And I like do little vlogs of me going to comic book stores and buying like some collector ass comic book with like that costs too much money
Yeah.
and shit. Like I got like Wolverine #1 over there from like the '80s, the miniseries by Frank Miller
Oh yeah.
that got adapted into the 2013.
I
Um,
can't see. Is that it? No, that's
no,
not.
it's
That's
not
oh,
here. It's I don't feel like standing up and get it.
oh, you good?
But I have it. It's over there.
Okay.
Um,
You good.
no,
That's
are you familiar with the Frank Miller The Dark Knight Rises series?
man. My producer Randy, Mama Randy. He's cool as fuck. He collects like a whole bunch of old comics in the studio. He would probably know exactly who you're talking about. But
Yeah.
like, I got like real deep into like Star Wars, bro. That was like my shit.
Yes, yes. I have a Lego
Like,
BB-8 over there. Like it's all built and shit. Like each piece builds like him together, and it's like
oh,
this
bro. Oh,
large
bro,
and
I got
shit.
Star Wars shit fucking everywhere in my
Bro,
fucking
I
freak.
love Star. Did you hear about the actress who just got fired?
Yeah, dude, this is like, you know what I mean? It's just everywhere, dude. Like everywhere I fucking look, there's like Star Wars shit.
I'm mad with Lego Star Wars. I do have a couple action figures. I have like a Death Trooper over there, a Clone Trooper from the Attack of the Clones. Because there's a difference between the Clone Wars Clone Troopers and the Attack of the Clone Wars Troopers action figures. They just look different on the helmet. And I have a Star Destroyer over there. I'm pointing to a bunch of shit that I'm not showing because I don't feel like.
No,
fuck
that's
it.
live. No, I know you're talking about. That's fucking dope. That's live. Yeah. Oh, you got the Death Star. That's Death Star or globe?
That's just a globe.
Okay. It's like a little hole. Like, I was like, oh, fucking.
Dude, I wish, dude, but those shits are like 300, 500.
Hey, them man, I knew a kid that built like the big ass like pieces whenever we were kids. He sold some of that shit. Like now, it's like it's $3,000, $5,000. Like these big ass like Lego Star Wars pieces.
Bro, but like they're like so much. The satisfaction of being like that final page of instructions.
I've never done it. I have no patience for. I would just just start throwing them on the ground and shit. Couldn't do it.
But bro, like I built all these fucking Legos, and I have too many, dog. Like, and I have all the Lego video games and shit. But the Star Wars though, I have all the books and shit. All the comic books for Star Wars are really good. Like, there's a lot of small mini-series.
Like the Sith lore and all that shit is fucking dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore to it that's awesome that has, like, not been put into a movie. And when it is put in, it's, like, literally, like, 2 seconds or just a reference.
They're putting fucking Darth Talon in the new Mandalorian. That shit's gonna be fucking live.
Oh, you're for real?
Yeah, Talon is fine. That's, like, the finest. I don't care anybody. She's the finest Sith. It's just period.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody say.
I got her over Asajj Ventress or whatever her name is.
Talon is fine.
Bro, they were gonna get I think this might have been true, but they were gonna get either the actress who voiced her, or it was like Lupita Nyong'o, to play Ventress in episode 2 of Attack of the Clones. Yeah. She was originally gonna be like an actual live actress playing, you know, the assassin. That would have been fucking insane. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with Maul like real heavy too. So it's like,
dude, he needs a shit TV show. Even though he got killed by Obi-Wan. Even though Obi-Wan like murked him, he needs a show.
Like Maul or Revan, bro. Revan would be live too.
I think Revan is more realistic.
A Revan like movie, I would be in that bitch. So Disney, you hear this? Revan, make it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Waiting way too damn long.
Bro, the fan films though, I think they have the highest production value out of any fan made films. Star Wars fan made films are like something great. Like, I don't know if you've checked them out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I watched one on YouTube. It was like this dude. He just like, I guess it was like the game of like the Fallen Order, but like I was just like zooted. And I was just like sitting in like my living room. I watched like this whole 3-hour video of this dude making like all these clips from like Star Wars Fallen Order. I was just like, it was hilarious. Watched the whole thing though. It was long as fuck. Sometimes
I watch like little edits where they put like clips of the fucking video games, just the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like the Force Unleashed. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that shit is wild.
Yeah,
I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of new, like they're making like the new shit's gonna be dope. That's what I'm waiting on.
The Mandalorian is like the most successful out of the new ones, and the video games. The video games and the Mandalorian are fucking great. The movie is like,
I was waiting on them to bring Boba Fett back because I was like, you can't have like Mandalorian without Boba Fett, and like my homie didn't even know who Boba Fett was. I had like the biggest argument ever with. He was just like, my homie CJ, I grew up with him, you know what I mean? But he don't really watch Star Wars. But he started watching Mandalorian, started telling me.
That's what's awesome is that people that haven't seen the old movies can fuck with it.
Yeah, no, dude, no, he cool as fuck. But that shit was hilarious. We argued for like a minute though. It was fucking hilarious. I was like, bro, like you were not about to tell me about Star Wars because this is my shit. Damn it. Yeah. He knows now.
Bro, Bill Burr though. He was a really good addition to this series. Bill Burr was a great part of The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
Even though it was
that's
like 2 episodes.
no that was actually that dude's fucking hilarious. That's one of my favorite comedians. I mean, Dave Chappelle, my favorite
Well,
comedian.
it seems like you're really
But Bill
tapped in
Burr's
with
up
like
there, bro.
comedians and you know a lot about them. What other comedians you mess
Man,
with?
like Jim Carrey is fucking hilarious. Jim
Yeah.
Carrey is amazing. Like also actor, but like his stand up is actually really funny. You know,
Dude,
Robin
did
Williams.
you see his Golden
Oh,
Globes award when he
huh?
won? He won like a Golden Globe for like the Truman Show, and he was like, "I'd like to thank the
Oh,
Academy."
bro, that's an
But it,
amazing movie. That's like that
yeah, no,
movie
but
is
no, but
like
I'm saying in the
under fucking
when he
research.
won a Golden Globe at the Golden Globes, he said, "I want to thank the Academy," and he was like, "Oops."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Um.
dude, he's hilarious. Like just like, and he's just like a real ass person. Like even in his adult life, you know, like just like he's a cool ass dude. Like just kind of like how he like separated from society. You know, I don't even
Oh
see
yeah,
that
his
like
interviews
all
are
that.
great.
No,
I
it's
haven't. I
like
used to watch him all the time,
much
but I
more.
don't anymore. But he'd be
Yeah,
like, um,
Adam Sandler too though. That I
bro,
mean,
Adam
fucking
Sandler would go to like some random ass gym and play basketball with like 30 people.
bro, he's that dude. I saw him at a Houston sports game at Minute Maid Park. He was like in the stadium. I almost lost my shit, dude. I was like a little kid. I watched like Big Daddy like religiously at
But I
that time.
love Grown
Like,
Ups though. Like a lot of people
so
don't fuck with
yeah,
Grown Ups. I love Grown Ups.
I know. Yeah, it's a good movie. I fuck with anything he makes, really, just because like you
Uncut
know,
Gems,
uh, just Adam Sandler, bro. Anything he does, I'm just like I
bro.
fuck with.
Uncut Gems is like one of the greatest movies
Yeah,
ever
Chris
made.
Fox in there too. Chris Fox is like, you know, fucking hilarious.
True. Shit. What the Meyerowitz stories is good.
Oh, bro, there's so much. It like never fucking
Yeah.
ends. Like,
The
yeah.
Water Boy though.
The who?
The Water Boy.
Oh, Waterboy is fucking live, dude.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
That's
Yeah,
insane
dude.
right there. If anybody's not familiar with this gentleman right here, I'm speaking to the audience. This is Mob. How should I pronounce your name though? Your artist name.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean everybody mispronounces it constantly, so it's like it's totally cool. Yeah, mob, you know, Maktoum, whatever you want to call me, you know, it's all the same.
What's that? What did you just say? The second name? What did you just say?
Oh, Maktoum. That's my name in Arabic. That's like my yeah,
Mach. And I'm not doing that.
Maktoum. Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
it's like there's like the I don't know. It's like a people tell me it's like a popular name over there. I don't really know. I like left when I was real young, so like I don't really know like a lot of the culture, and I grew up in America, so
Where'd
you
you
know,
leave from?
huh?
Where did you leave from?
In Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. That's where I was born. But you know, long story. We ended
One
up
of my
having to,
biggest
yeah.
supporters when I started my YouTube channel, I'm talking like 2019. He is I think he's like Arabic or something like that. So shouts out to Arabics. I mess with all y'all.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys have
full
been
on.
supporting me. I have a keen audience
Good people.
in United Arab Emirates. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So first off, I want to give you a really generic question, just to get this over with. How would you explain your music stylistically?
I have no fucking idea. It's like,
Thank you
it's
for the
like,
transparency.
yeah, dude. It's like I don't know. I've done like I don't really even like a lot of my songs have started to do like really well. Like we got like 7 million streams on fucking like Facebook in like the last like month and a half, some shit like that, which is like crazy. For like how we were not getting that many streams like before. You know, this is recent. But I don't know, dude. I've been mixing alternative with like hip hop and rap primarily, and that's been kind of where I've been like sticking just because like I grew up listening to like primarily like rap. Like first CD I ever bought was like a Millionaire CD, which is like think like I riding. You ever heard that song "Riding Dirty"? Like from that, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So
Yeah.
like that was like the first CD I ever bought, and then man,
I
but
mean
I
Houston
listened to
though.
like like Paramore, like Nirvana, all that growing up too.
Well,
So
what is alternative? Do you give me something like alternative that you like think I wouldn't know, or somebody that thinks
I
they
mean,
know shit would know?
I would say more like alternative grunge is like more people tell me like my like what I've been headed
That's what I
towards.
hear from right now. It does sound
Yeah,
like a really like
yeah. So and
yeah.
that I mean I grew up I mean just like I don't know like there's a bunch of different bands, dude. I mean I listen to so much fucking music, but it's like it comes down to like Nirvana, Prince,
You know Dead
fucking
Kennedys.
huh?
You know the Dead
Dead
Kennedys.
Kennedys? Oh yeah, they're fucking cold. Yeah, it's a cold ass band.
I have a
I like
I have a record of
the
them
Animals.
over
That's
there.
one of
The
my favorite
Plastic
bands.
Surgery Disasters album. I don't know if you
The Plastic Disasters album.
the Plastic Surgery Disasters. I have that
Oh, that is
album from
fire.
them. But
That's
I
pretty.
want the compilation album because like a lot of people don't care about compilation
You got
albums.
like the.
The orange one.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Like it
Okay.
has I want to get that so badly. It's called Give Me
Isn't
Convenience or Give Me Death.
that's like the vintage one though, right? That's like
Yeah,
the
that the reason I want that though is because it has different recordings of songs previously released that are better than the ones released on the original albums. So it will
yeah.
have like Police Truck. It will have like what's another I Am the Owl. It will have Pull My Strings, California Uber Allies, but it'll have them re-recorded, remastered, perfectly
You only
done.
know. Yeah, I really only know like honestly like Police Truck is like the only song I can like think of that
Because
actually
that's
like.
covered. A lot of bands cover
Yeah,
that song because it's a really
yeah,
simplistic song.
yeah.
And
It's
I
a
can't,
good
I'm not
song
saying that in
though.
a negative
Like,
way. I'm
yeah,
just saying
no,
that
yeah,
it's a really it's their hit, and it was used in commercials in the 80s as well, I believe.
yeah.
So
Pretty loud.
they
I don't
actually
know.
had a lawsuit because they when they released an album, it was they had two lawsuits for one album that they released. It was an album called Frankenchrist, and on the album they photoshopped. Photoshop wasn't around back then, but
Yeah,
they photoshopped midgeted versions of Freemasons on top of miniature cars, and they didn't even get actors to do it. And then when that happened, they put in a pamphlet that was a picture of a statue with like 1,000 penises on it or
yeah.
some shit like that. And then
That's
it was like they were
weird.
like distributing harmful content to minors or something like that because like a minor once someone bought it from like a record store and then the
Oh
parents
shit.
saw it and then
Yeah,
they
that's
did a
weird.
lawsuit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the people that were on the cover sued them as well, the Masons. You don't want
I
to
mean,
mess with Freemasons.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you. Yeah, you don't want to like. You can't just copy everything you do. That's like it's also bad for like cover arts, you know. But I feel
What
like a
sucks
lot
though is
of
it's not
bands
even their
go
best
down that
album.
hole because it's like there's a lot. Everything's taken anyways, but it's like that. Those are really specific things that they probably should not have done though. That's yeah.
Well, if it was just some like small little mixtape released on SoundCloud, that's not like a legally released music. That's just a couple audio files with one picture. But if it's like something mass distributed with
It's like a shock value
records
thing. You know what I mean?
tied
Like
to a label
yeah,
thing, like, but if it like, I'll put out like a beat on in SoundCloud right now because I produce, and I'll just like Google piano on fire,
yeah,
stock image, put it there. That's not like released by a major label, and I'm not making money from that at all. So I don't expect someone to sue me for that shit. But if I was signed to Empire like you, then I would I'd buy that stock image,
yeah.
and
That's important. Like making sure like artists like really look over a lot of that stuff. Like I fucked up with a lot of that stuff even, but like making sure you have like your domains and like I was telling you like earlier, like you know it's important to like just make sure you're like as professional as you can be like when you first start. In my opinion, like I don't know, I feel like it's gonna carry you a lot further. Like I'm not even like pop, but I mean like I've definitely seen it work. Like getting that professional like backing, you know, with yourself
yes,
even like
yes,
besides the label. It's important. Like, you know, you don't want to be like
management
an
or
asshole, you know, that, you know. But whatever
connection
works,
with someone
people
that
do. Yeah.
mix and masters your shit, studios that is reliable, or at least you know what the fuck you're doing if you're mixing your own shit. Because some people can mix their own shit from their bedroom and have it sound
Oh
good.
man. Fucking Randy, dude. That dude. Phenomenal Randy. He's on my page. He's a CYG. That dude
That's
is
the guy from the I
he's
think
like
I just hit them up. Hold on,
yeah.
because
No,
someone I need someone. I know someone that needs his shit to be mixed properly.
bro, he can fucking do any that dude is so talented, it's fucking
Chase Your
insane.
Greatness,
Like, bro, like crazy talented, you
phenomenal
know.
rant. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I just hit him up.
He's like basically like Dr. Dre,
Oh
but
shit,
you know, I don't
my
even know how.
artist just rapped over a
Yeah,
Dr. Dre beat. It was one of Off the Game
yeah,
thing. He put it on his album, but he was just like it was like a song about like his dad who died or some shit, and I was like, yeah,
yeah,
do whatever you want. I'm not gonna tell you
yeah.
don't rap over that. But
Yeah, a lot of music's personal too. It's like I get that. Like a lot of times, like that's good to have like your own like artistic freedom. That's important too. That's why like you don't want to. I think I was telling you that too. Like you don't want to like sign to where like you like lose your artistic freedom.
oh,
And
that's
that's
what you're
like
saying. So if any artists are listening, because I hope that my audience, I don't, is mainly artists, because I hope that everybody can create as much as possible. But I'd
yeah,
like to appeal to the audience sometimes. So right now I want to speak to the audience. He was talking about how when you sign to a label in terms of percentage that you own, it should be you should always have the majority over the amount that the label owns. So he was saying always own like 51% or something like that. Could you go in depth into that?
yeah, no, and that's kind of like it's whenever you first like get like a bigger deal, like they're gonna offer you like they might offer you like an 80-20, like but it'll be like reversed, or they'll own like 80%. And once somebody owns over 51% of you, they control you. Like you have no more artistic freedom because at the end of the day, like what they say goes because they own the majority of that business now, because people don't look at themselves as a business when you're an artist. And once you understand that, I feel like Master P is like the first person that really got that. And that's kind of what like led the way for like a lot of artists to start getting paid now, because what he did was he was like traveling around and actually like getting independent money, and people were just like, hey, like you
Master
actually,
P, who
yeah.
what
Huh?
era does he come out of?
Master P is like a legend. Like I'm talking like he's
I've
like, I
heard of
mean,
him. I'm just saying, like,
like
who has
Wu
he made
Tang,
music with?
you know what I mean? Like Snoop Dogg before Snoop, like Big Daddy Kane era, you know what I mean? Like
Oh
Master P,
shit,
Big Daddy Kane,
bro!
yeah,
I
like
was listening to this Big Daddy Kane song. It was like the symphony. It was like the da na na na
yeah,
na
yeah,
na
super
na
talented. You got like J Dot, like I just got put on J Dollar, J Dilla, J
J
Dilla.
Dilla.
I know people gonna talk shit for that. J Dilla, yeah, legend, like fucking just like it's just super talented. This is a
Yeah,
song.
I listened to
It's
a
called
little bit of
Waves.
him.
Just off like amazing.
You're familiar with the donut story about how he made that shit from his hospital
Yeah.
bed?
Yeah. So kind of, now I don't know the story, but I heard the beat. I heard the beat, and I was just like, I like this is like nice. Like it was fucking live. Like everything, all like I listened to like I listened to one. I think like the first one was Waves. It was like because I never click on the first song. I always just like go like halfway down and just click on something random.
Listen to a song
And
he did with Common or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah, it's fucking. Dude, he's talented as fuck. Just like and you can hear how like the game today got a lot of inspiration off of those tracks. Like just hearing like the beats, it's just like you can hear that shit like in like a lot of beats. Kind of like everything that's going on with like 3 6 Mafia right now. Because they're
Well,
like,
if you, it
yeah,
depends what you're talking about. I'm saying I could definitely say that for sort of underground boom bap artists. Like if you look at like a lot of artists on Griselda would do a lot of music like that, or Hit Boy takes a lot from J Dilla. Not in I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm just saying,
yeah, just
respectively, you hear it. If you
yeah,
and when Madlib worked, and Madlib's different than him because they worked at the same time and they came up at the same time and they developed their styles at the same time. So I would not say Madlib takes from him, but I probably would say that working with him, he probably learned a lot and shit.
fuck yeah, yeah,
Like imagine,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you go in a room, record something with fucking
It's like being around DJ Screw in Houston. You know what I mean? It's just like,
dude. I love this story.
yeah,
I don't know a lot about him, but I did hear a story that he would like sell mixtapes from his house, and there was like lines at his house. Like there was a line to get to his
talking
house
about
to buy a mixtape or some shit.
talking about DJ Screw.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah, nah, dude, it's like that's
What do
Houston,
you know
man.
about
That's
him? You're
like,
in Houston. I
yeah, that
assume you
was
have more
like,
knowledge than me on him,
man,
of
that's
course.
like I tell you, like, I mean, you got like Screw, DJ Screw is like, pioneer. You got like Big Pokey, you know what I'm
Chop and
saying?
screw.
I mean, Big Pokey legend. I mean, really, he fucking killing everything. Bun B, you got, of course, Pimp C, rest in peace. You know what I mean? He came out for Arthur, but he like just took over the Houston rap
What I
game.
would say about the chopped and screwed style is that when you look at
Yeah,
the new style of funk, I don't know if you're
Slim Thug
familiar
Zero.
with what would you say?
I said Slim Thug Zero. Almost forgot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't forget them. They fucking
So
live.
when you look at the new funk style of hip hop, which is starting to rise, is it samples that old 3-6 Mafia era of Memphis, the Gangsta Pat, and a lot of the West Coast stuff as well, like some funk, some G funk, like some SIBO. You'll hear that in the funk, but you'll also hear a lot of chopped and screwed samples of them done in the style of DJ Screw, and like you'll always hear like a vocal chop, but mixed in with some old 70s jazz or soul or something like that. And that's what I love about funk, is the influence is so clear. Like you're familiar with funk, right?
Funk Master Flex?
No, funk. PHONK. The just subgenre.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like the style of music.
Like Mr. Cisco, Suicide Boys,
Yeah, I think there's isn't there like problems with that right now?
Jay Green.
Yeah, well I heard isn't Suicide Boys getting sued right now by 3-6 Mafia?
Oh yeah. Oh, they're fucked.
Yeah, I heard some of that. I heard like some clips.
Puya, Bones doesn't do that all the time, but I love Bones and Xavier Wolf, so I've been getting into Such Shallow Water Boys.
Man, Craig's whenever I was younger, like that dude, man, he was fucking with them heavy. Him and then Xavier Wolf, really. Bones.
Who is this Craig gentleman you're talking about?
I mean, he's just like, and I told you. I mean, but like
you told me, but
he an older friend. He but he makes music too. But yeah.
But the audience might know him as Craig Zen, the XXXTentacion and Lil Peep collaborator.
Yeah, I don't want to use that as like anything, that's like.
I'm not gonna put that in the fucking title. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I want to put that in the fucking title. Yeah. But
he cool. Yeah, I mean he doing his thing, and that's kind of
Well, what are your experiences with him? Do you want to touch on it or no? You don't have to, but I want to hear when you first met him.
We was cool. Like I mean, we was cool. Like I mean, it's just yeah, we was cool. I don't know. We used to kick it, but people have their falling outs though. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I don't know. We went to AA and shit. That was kind of really it though. Like I would pick them up, go to meetings and all that type of shit. Be doing all this crazy shit, hanging out my window, shit like that. Good people,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would you ever plan on working with him on music ever?
Man, it's funny. We told each other we would never work with each other in music. That's something I was just because he told me whenever we used to work, we would be working on shit because we worked I bought some studio equipment. And, he had his MacBook and then we set up shop, whatever, started recording music all the time. And our closets and shit. This is I was 19. I was young, bro. This is like the first time I ever really started making music, But he was actually talented. He had a bunch of he was making connections underground. He knew people already. But he really came up on his own too with his live. But yeah,
So what was that? Just something you told because you knew him and you never want to make music with him because why? I thought you were cool at this time.
No, we are cool. It's not I don't know. It's nothing personal like that. It was just we were just friends. I don't know. We weren't
okay.
My style was real different. Even from that time, his style was real aggressive. And I'm
were you going under a different name at this time?
Yeah. No, yeah. It was Chimmy, or that's what they used to call me back in the Gap. When I lived in Georgia for a while, it was racist as fuck. Holy shit, dude. Racist place I ever lived in my life. But they just called me Mexican for the first month, until they figured out I was Arab. And then they just called me Chimmy because chimichangas, I was just all right, I guess that's what it is. You can't really hate, I guess, some of the blatant racism if it's comic, because it's just it's really an insult to their intelligence on the world, So,
but I feel he doesn't care, or anybody that says that doesn't care.
Georgia people are cool. There's some cool ones, but bro, some the people I was it was a little bit country area, and that was one of the most country areas I ever lived. And dude, just fucking.
Well, when did you make the move to Houston, or did you live in Houston, move out, then move back?
Man, I was moving. I moved all over the place. I
Why
was
is
like,
that?
well, in the beginning, I mean, my mom remarried when we got to America, and whenever she got remarried, we kept moving a lot. And she got with my stepdad, and he's my real dad. He raised me, you know what I'm saying? So he's like my dad, you know. But my biological father's really just not really around. There's a bunch of crazy stories with that. We're not gonna go in that though. But nah. So we just moved a lot, like, and then when I was 12, they told me who I really was, my real name and shit. So it kind of like fucked with me, and like after you like somebody tells you like you're somebody else, you know, and like you're from a different country and you grew up like your whole life thinking that like, you're one person, and then they're like, oh, by the way, like you're this person and you come from here, you know. It was like really crazy, you know. I was like a 12-year-old, so like I wasn't like I could cry. I wasn't like, you know, like I wasn't shocked. I kind of just pushed it off, you know. And then I just started doing drugs, and so it was like really bad, you know. And I just fell off the deep end, you know. That's actually why I met like Craig, and that's what I'm saying. Like everything happens for a reason. Like I probably wouldn't be making music now if everything didn't happen the way it did, you know, which I'm grateful for. But yeah, man. I mean, it's nothing too special. Like I got lucky, really. So it's like where I'm at right now. But yeah, man.
What
That's
did
kind
you
of why I
meet?
moved
Did you
around a
meet
lot.
him before he met Peep, or when he knew Peep?
He he knew Peep at the time. They were friends. Like they were like actually friends. Like I think that because I was in treatment. Like whenever you're in like rehab and shit, like you kind of like meet people that are like kind of like doing like the same shit. So like I would meet people all the like just I still meet people all the time. You know, just from like a grand. Like you can just like
And you
notice
told me
them.
about Cindy, which we will not gloss over.
What'd you say?
And you told me about Sydney, which we will not gloss over, respectively.
Oh no, no,
No.
no. That's different. But uh, but no, yeah.
So you started making music back then, but it seems like now the tables have turned and you're taking things seriously more.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the last like I just got signed like 5 months ago.
Yeah, but what is
So
that though before?
yeah.
What is that section where you're kind of lost in the sauce, not knowing if things are gonna
Oh
work
dude.
out, but now
I
things
went through
are?
so much crazy shit. Like it's insane. Like so from like probably like 16 to like 21, just moving constantly, like getting like sober, relapsing, like doing drugs, like not living right at all, like being a really shit person, you know, and like eventually like that shit like adds up, you know, and it kind of like destroys you, you know. So I got to like points where like, I had to go to rehab like multiple times, you know, and shit like that, which I'm grateful for now, you know, because it's like when you get through that shit, like I've like almost died one time. It was really bad
Ah,
when I was younger, but you know, it's just I don't know. You learn from it in ways that like make you like more grateful for everything in life, you know. And it's not an excuse. Like it was wrong and stupid and irresponsible, but at the same time, it's like I'm still pretty irresponsible. So I'm not like perfect now, but I understand like wrong from right. I guess if that makes any sense.
tables turn, bridges
Yeah,
burn. You live and learn.
exactly.
That's a
Yeah,
Drake. That's a Drizzy
yeah,
quote.
shit like that. Oh, I fuck with Drake heavy. Drake is live. Yeah, nah, but it's like yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't regret any of it, but like in those times, like I moved everywhere. Like I was in Louisiana, Georgia, you know. Like I went to Florida for a little while. That was fucking awful. And then came right
What's the
back. You
worst
know,
state you lived in?
I was there for literally 3 days,
Well, is that the
and
worst state you lived in?
yeah, dude, I was there for 3 days.
Do you
Like
fuck
I
with
really didn't even
Houston
live
though?
there. Like we like left. Like me and some friends. Like I was like, oh fuck, dude. We left Georgia and like we like drove all the way to fucking Florida. I was probably like 17, you know, at this time. We were gonna like just live there and like just be like fucking like start a band because my friends they were all in, like a metal band. So like we're gonna like just move to Florida and start a metal band, you know. And we left, went to Florida one night. We were all like pissed off at our parents and shit. It's like a bunch of like punk kids, you know. and we fucking like drove and we fucking went to like this little motel. I don't even know why they let us in. We were there for like 3 days and everything was awful, dude. There was a fucking alligator that just walked up in the parking lot of the motel one night, and I was just like, that's a fucking alligator. I walked outside, I was smoking a cigarette, which I was 17. I shouldn't even have cigarettes at that time. But like, dude, it was just like, and we ended up going back that like the next day after the alligator, because I was like, dude, I'm not trying to live in a place where there's alligators just roaming around, you know. Fucking go to Australia if that's the case, okay? Because they got those crazy ass animals over there too. That shit.
Kangaroos that are born with pockets in their stomach. Like what?
Yeah, kangaroos seem kind of cool.
They'll punch the shit out of you.
I heard they'll fuck someone up. So like National Geographic. Yeah.
Bro, I've been watching those like. I love documentaries because they're so like little nature documentaries or like alien documentaries, like fucking ancient aliens, because they're so like repetitive, formulaic. You know what you're getting when you go into it, respectively. Like you watch like Ancient Aliens. Have you seen Ancient Aliens?
Oh yeah, aliens are real. Yeah, there's definitely.
Bro, I've been getting into Hollow Earth theory. Like, oh my god.
I don't know if the Earth is hollow because we have the core, but it could, in a sense, like I guess if there was some kind of like magnet field, it could be hollow.
This is what it is. It's not that the core doesn't exist. That it's just like a little, endless thing that people go to. What it is that in between the crust and the magma, there is a sort of deep in the crust, there is like an ocean that is larger than any ocean we've had here. And that in this ocean, since, where there is water, there is life, there is already an underground civilization under the surface of the earth, and that people have had accounts of going there, and that in the North and South Pole is the entrance, but there's also other entrances. There's one in Kentucky, there's one in the Grand Canyon, there's one in Brazil, there's one in Thailand, there's one in Taiwan, Nepal, I don't fucking know, but there's always some you can Google Hollow Earth some bullshit, and there'll be some. I like it better than QAnon. I can't with QAnon. I'm done with that. And fuck Trump.
That's just crazy as hell. That's just there.
I couldn't with QAnon. I was like that. Now I'm like, no, fuck Trump. It's stupid.
That is the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. QAnon people.
Dude, my favorite is when they said JFK's not dead. JFK's not dead. He's gonna kill Nancy Pelosi. I don't know. I couldn't live my entire life thinking Nancy Pelosi eats children every day. Like,
dude, Nancy Pelosi is not eat children. It's like the craziest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Like that's what I'm
saying. I'm not denying that there is not ever pedophiles or anything, but like I couldn't live my life
and they need
thinking everybody's
fucked up, and never not be a part of society. I guess I don't know. Like pedophiles need to fucking just go into a different realm, because that's disgusting.
At least what I do like though is like
stuff is just fucking weird, dude.
What I do think though, which I talked with Ziploc Fresher on the last episode of the show, I was talking about Epstein. That's at least believable that there's probably more to that.
That shit's fucking crazy. Epstein shit is fucking crazy, dude. That shit is just like disgusting. Like,
dude, the Netflix documentary is like great. Not like great. Not like the story's great, but I'm saying is like the information you will learn will like make you look at certain people in power in a different manner.
The craziest shit is like they all support Trump, but like, dude, Trump lived right next to that dude, and he was friends with him. So it's like they hate pedophiles but love Trump. He's friends with a pedophile, and it's like, well, what's the fucking difference if you're like befriending pedophiles? Then like, I don't know what that makes you. It's like I don't know.
What I disagree with is that they think that like Trump's gonna press a button and save everything. He's not doing anything. I don't think anybody should ever think that he will do anything ever helpful.
Yeah, he was the worst president.
What I disagree with though is the concept of saviors in general. There is no such thing as a savior. There's never a savior in history that has really done anything helpful or saved anything, and the ones that have at least tried to do something, maybe stop something from happening, they're killed. Like look at JFK. He didn't want to go to fucking Vietnam. What happens? He doesn't want to go to Vietnam, and he just
I
gets
don't know though,
whacked.
because you can look at Gandhi though. I mean
Oh well,
Gandhi.
yeah, but
I feel like I don't know. I feel like people can be the exception, but it's like most people are too afraid of the consequences of like being a true exception.
the ones that
Which
are doing that, they'll often get killed or something like that. And I'm not
yeah,
saying don't do that because you'll get killed, but I'm saying
no,
that don't be surprised if you get a 9 millimeter placed to your head when you're speaking the truth. You know what I mean? One day.
I don't know. I feel like the world is changing though. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like that forever. I feel like it was like that for a long time, just because like they don't want to like lose control. But society is evolving to a point to where it's like there's no reason to do that. Like it's just like that's what I feel about like my generation, especially like I was born like early '90s.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like we all kind of get it. And that's kind of like the barrier between us and like older generation. Like I don't give a shit if you're like millennial, whatever the fuck you want to say. Like it doesn't really fucking matter to me. Like it's just, I mean,
I'm
I feel like
Gen
our
Z.
generation, like we just like get it. Yeah, Gen Z is cool. Like y'all are all dope. Like I don't like
The
y'all are doing a
information
lot.
we have though is such a plague though at times.
Nah, dude, it's a blessing. I mean, I'll be real with you because it's like I grew up with like I had like a flip phone and shit like that.
Okay, well,
Like,
why is
so
it a blessing? Because I'm curious. You might change my perspective now. This
yeah.
could be a paradigm shift for my entire life now. Okay, why is it a blessing?
Dude, having technology that accessible changes the world for like the better, just because like how hard it was before Google to just look something up was ridiculous, but it also makes humanity dumber and lazier. But at the same time, if you use it properly, if you're just not lazy and you like use the internet for its resources, like when you go and watch YouTube videos and like learn and shit like that, like stuff on mycology or whatever you fucking like, botany, it doesn't matter. But organic sciences are like really interesting to me, as you can tell. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I heard you with
It,
the torch when I was calling you earlier. I heard the
oh
oh,
yeah,
and I was like, ha ha.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, always fucking gassing. Yeah.
So,
Nah.
no, I get what you mean. Because honestly, if I did not have access to information or certain YouTube videos or certain topics, I would not have gone down the podcast route. I would not have looked up. I would not, if I didn't stumble upon a Joe Rogan clip, I would not have known what a podcast was. I would not have known who if I didn't stumble. Oh my God, the first No Jumper interview I saw was actually a porn star interview. Believe it or
Oh
not, a
yeah.
rapper interview.
Yeah. No, I think the first one I watched was like the one with Craig. Craig sent that shit to me. I want to say that shit was
Dude,
live.
what I want to know though, what were the views when that one came out?
It wasn't like whenever I first started like watching like the No Jumper stuff. Like it was not like it was like on like a little like white table, you know, and like they were all around like this white table and there was like papers everywhere, stuff like that. Like you can tell it was like in like a back room somewhere, something like that. Um, but like now it's like real professional and like they're like popping. But at this time it was just like a regular like this, podcast.
Oh yeah, I want to do that so badly though. Is
But
not just be on their level, but I want the store. My end goal with this, or at least short long term goal, probably within the next few years, is to have half recording studio run by someone I manage or something like that will charge for studio time, hire an engineer, but also have it be a video production studio where I could successfully record all my videos and do podcasts and have a cool table set up and maybe even have artists there because I'm based out of Delaware. I'm representing Delaware. We have a great music
yeah,
scene. I gotta fuck what they got
and
going on. I gotta
that's a
represent.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying you're in Delaware. I was like, man, I've never been in Delaware in my entire life. I don't like I don't know anything about it's live though. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, man. If you're ever in Delaware, I'll give you the plug information, but I'll also get you a
Yeah,
studio time, and we'll go to a show or some shit, or I don't
yeah,
know. There's always a show pop. Lituation is where the shows are at. It's in Newport.
yeah. I think we're supposed to be like I might be doing like a little tour. I don't want to say anything about it like yet, just in case, but yeah. So if that happens, we'll be going like I'll probably do countrywide, but that shit will be live as fuck. But we'll see if that goes down. He's got all the Rona shit happening right now, so but,
Yeah. Well, it's good to see that someone at such a high caliber of success and fame, such as The Weeknd, is making realistic expectations. Will in 2020 we see me going to an after hours show? I don't know, but hopefully.
oh yeah, that'd be live. Yeah, no,
Are you familiar with
heard
the phases?
the who?
The vaccine phases.
The vaccine phases?
Are you familiar with that?
Are you talking about like the effects of a vaccine?
Oh no no no! I don't. I'm not. I'm not like that. I'm not that. I'm not that tinfoil hat. I'm saying what my state is in right now is 1B of the vaccine phase. So that means elderly people get the vaccine. So then next
Yeah.
it will be it will be middle aged people at risk get the vaccine. Then young people at risk get the vaccine, and then fourth phase will be anybody who hasn't gotten the vaccine can get the vaccine. So
Yeah, I
then,
think
and
we
that
should.
last phase is in June.
I don't know. I feel like pre-existing conditions should really play a major part in like who gets it first.
Well,
And
that's what
then
that is. It's at risk,
yeah, I don't know, but there's at risk, but then there's like people with like serious pre-existing
like
conditions that are like
asthma.
yeah, like or just any kind of anything with like breathing in general. I mean, there's like it's a whole lot that can go wrong with the organ part, but whatever people have, there's a bunch of like elements that I think are probably going to be more important to get vaccinated, which it would just depend, like the people that get like are prone to like lung disease or
My
like
grandparents already have it.
yeah, so like lung disease for instance, like that's why I need to quit I need to quit smoking like soon, but cigarettes at least, but
I
yeah.
can't hate. I do. I I partake, but I don't talk about it all the time
Yeah.
because I have eyes.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's
eyes
yeah. I mean,
watching.
I've been smoking cigarettes for too long. I probably need to chill. But I did cut back a lot recently. But I think that music video I smoked like 3 packs. That shit was ridiculous. But
Well, you're in Houston though. Like, what's special about Houston to you besides your
oh
history
man,
there?
Houston is amazing. It's live as fuck. Like everywhere I've lived, it's like the chillest city I've ever been in. Like
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Ay, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
or
Ay.
like there's something about Houston. Atlanta's live too. Atlanta's
So I'm
fucking dope.
doing the
I
Drake
haven't been
quote
to LA
again.
yet,
I
but
quote Drake all the time,
oh yeah, Dre's live. Yeah, yeah. No,
and he
he
wouldn't be
started
anywhere
popping.
without Houston. That's what we don't have to
Oh
go
yeah,
too in depth about
yeah,
that. But
yeah. No,
if
yeah,
you
Houston. Yeah, Houston definitely. Yeah, dude, we helped Drake out a lot. We all been fucking with Drake. Like, it's funny. He's a big ass artist. Like it's just crazy. Like he did like start popping in Houston, which is live.
because
But
that's when
yeah, dude.
yeah, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
So you had a Vice documentary, right?
yeah. We probably should talk about that thing right now.
No,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, but no, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's more just like that's getting like,
a
that's still
political
kind
documentary
of,
about your journey out of the country you used to be a part of. Is that what that is about?
yeah, that's
Okay,
more like, yeah, it's like the in depth. We had to wait like a long time to be able to even like talk about it, but we shot and then I ended up shooting with a guy from Vice and there's a guy with Shock Media too.
well, how
They,
did
they
that
both,
link up? How did that come together? Was that label stuff or was that
so they're both separate like people. Like like this, so like my sister was at a bar and she was like drunk and she was like talking about like where like I came from and all this shit and it ended up being with this dude I went to high school with and he's had songs on the radio before and stuff like that, but
yes?
he was like he's like John Brew. He's cool as fuck, but he on Shock Media and he was like, hey, I want to shoot a documentary, blah blah blah. So we shot it and we ended up not doing anything with it, and then about like I want to say like 8 months ago when like the dude from like the rep from Vice wanted to start shooting, and then like that kind of like hasn't like really like happened, like fell through. But the shock media thing is like the full in-depth interview though.
Mm. But it's not gonna be out for a while.
I don't know. They have it like they're able to drop it. I don't know if they're going to though, just because it's like a really like there's a bunch of like legal stuff, that we had to like make sure wasn't in there, and just shit like that, just to like make sure people are safe, because the story is pretty crazy, and I didn't want anybody to get in trouble for like doing nothing bad about it. It's just like I don't know. In my opinion, like I don't know. That's why like all this like illegal immigration shit is like aggravating, because it's like I feel like if you're an American, you're an American. If you want to come to America, you should be able to, just like any other country.
I just disagree with the concept that people
Yeah.
can be illegal.
Yeah, it's like impossible. I don't really get it. I mean, like if I have so many friends that like were not born in America, that are like more American than like half the Americans I know that are like here, that like contribute more to society than people that have been here for
Yeah,
300 years.
the working class, the fucking like, and I've worked those shitty jobs,
That shit will help. That'll build like all like the shitty experience, like the shitty jobs, like all that stuff in
Oh,
life.
I'm still in that, and I'll be in that for a
No,
while.
I mean, no,
But
it's a
I
mental
love that
thing.
shit.
No, it's a mental
Meeting all
thing.
these different
But
people.
yeah, no, I mean, you'll be in it as long as you'll be in it, I guess. But I don't know. There's a lot of power in your own like mind to change your surroundings. People don't really understand that. And you just be surprised when people like just don't go for like what they want to do, or like their dreams and shit like that, and they let like other shit get in the way.
Well, if you
And
charge for a service that you complete, there is a certain confidence you already have to have prior to doing that. I had to build up. Like, for instance, if somebody wants me to do a reaction video to their music, I'll tell them, PayPal me $10 and I'll get it done by tonight. Okay, like I'll get it done by tonight. I charge for that shit. If you want an article that I write, that's $15. My interviews are
yeah,
free because
yeah,
that's genuine. I want this to be a genuine experience,
yeah,
viewed, listened
that's
to, and
that's why.
absorbed.
Yeah.
But if somebody wants my other services, which I do take real seriously, critiquing music, that's gonna have to be,
I feel like it's really important to like have a passion before a business, because I've worked in a lot of businesses, and like you can get to a point even in your passions to where it becomes dreadful, and that's
what the
basic.
business aspect becomes dreadful.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that. It's better to focus on like what you like doing, in my opinion, and then evolving that to where it makes you money,
Well, that's
like
because I
while you
respect the
sleep.
craft of interviewing more than reacting to music.
Yeah, and that I feel like, honestly, and there's a career in that, but I mean I've noticed, like, just for myself, the more genuine I am, the more of like, if I'm like a better person acting, as like, my current state, then I like my life is genuinely better. So like I don't know, I'd say what comes around goes around, and that's true. The way you treat your surroundings matters. So like if you're trying to get a personal gain all the time, a lot of times that will backfire, and it kind of sucks. I've been through that, and it's like that's like the worst. You just look back and you're just like, damn, like this is my passion, but I let the business aspect destroy me. And then you're broke and sad. So you don't want that. But
Mm.
that's why I said, but if it's your passion, then it doesn't matter. It's like starving artists. Like they're starving, they have no food, but their paintings are beautiful, and that's kind of you have to, I guess, pick and choose, I guess. Man.
Yeah, I want
You
hungry
live in abundance,
artists.
too. Huh?
I said I want
Yeah.
hungry artists around me.
Yeah. No, it's important. I mean, and I don't know, I feel like it's important to keep your drive, but it's also important to just be a genuine good person, I feel like, because that's really underrated right now, especially in the music
Yeah, like
industry.
some reaction videos or a video I'll make about someone, I'll make for someone, and I'll hit them up without having to do that. But what I do, like sometimes I just hit up someone that I see self-promoting, and I listen to music. I tell them your music's dope, bro. I think I might have fucking done that for you. That's might have been how I kept on talking. I don't know, but
Uh,
I think that's
yeah.
probably is, cause
No, sometimes people just talk shit. Like you get a lot of shit. I mean, you're gonna hear a bunch of shit. Like when you're following like your passions, dude, like you're doing shit that's like not normal. People are gonna talk shit. Like, and it's just like a part of it, you know. And it's you get to a point to where it's like, all right, you just start learning from it. Some of the shit's just fucked up, but you know, it just depends. Like you gotta sort through like advice and just dumb shit.
Yeah, like when
So
I interview someone, I'll see someone from that I used to hang out with all the time. They'll come up to me like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck are
yeah,
you talking? Who the fuck is Mob?
yeah,
You know, like
that will happen. Like, and it's you know they'll act like that until something crazy happens and you're doing really well in life,
until I
and then
interview
they're
Drake.
and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, dude, don't you know him?" Or like, "Isn't he doing that?"
And then at every party, they'll
And it's
introduce me
like
as the guy who knows this guy and shit.
it's
And then I'll be
stupid.
like, nah, shut the fuck up. I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
dude. And it's just like, dude, you were a fucking bitch like a while back. Like, don't act different now. You know that shit's fucking whack as fuck. Like, I hate that shit. But
Yeah,
it
what
happens
I hate though, what I've heard from a near dear friend is like, do people actually watch your videos?
for
That's what
what?
hurts.
Oh yeah.
When someone says, "Do people actually like Matt? Like, have you ever gotten the? Do people actually listen to your music? Have you ever gotten that? Like, I hate that.
I've never gotten that, but I've gotten a
Someone
dude.
like that.
I got something worse almost. This dude, I sent him my, I sent him one of my songs, and I was just like, because early on, I would just like send music out like on like Facebook Messenger and shit to see people thought, you know, like people like I thought I was, I guess, like closer with than they like I actually was, and they would just respond like, "Dude, this is the worst shit I have ever heard in my fucking life,"
Damn,
you
bruh.
know, and I'll be like, "Stop! Don't ever make music again." And then 5 minutes later, you'll get like another message that's like, "Hey, dude, that song is really dope. I fuck with it." I'm just like, I don't know what to think anymore, you know. But it's like that's what I'm saying. You can't let it like get to you. You know what I mean? That's why if you're doing your passion, you're following like you like it. It like it doesn't matter at that point, and you're just like like at the end of the day, like you like it, and that's really what matters. You know, as an
Yeah, what I've
artist.
been noticing is that the more and more I do this, the more and more I appreciate something I make. The less and less I feel the need to rub it in everybody's face because I'm doing it for me mainly. And like I
Yeah,
used to go in every conversation announcing something I create. When now I just really, if someone asks me about it, I'll talk with them about it. And I'm not saying I don't send out links to my music or
yeah,
or my YouTube videos or my something I'll make a little, like I made a little tier list on
yeah,
YouTube of like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean films because I can.
yeah,
You know, I'll send that out if to people that I know will like it, to people that constantly like my content. But
yeah.
the more and more I make shit. What are you
I mean,
saying?
sometimes it's good. Sometimes most of the time, I feel like it's worth the risk to put yourself out there. You know, and a lot of artists are
I'm
afraid
just
to do
saying for like
that.
real
But
life
yeah,
conversations.
yeah. No, I mean,
Like,
just in anything. I mean, even internet shit. I mean, it's all really the same. I mean, there's really no difference. Just people, just some people have like alter egos on the internet, you know, and like you'll see them in person, and then they'll be completely different, you know. So it's just, and that's kind of how the world works, though, you know. Until I guess like people understand that like your internet personality can actually reflect in your real life, then they'll probably keep doing dumb shit forever, you
what I
know.
do love though is when I either interview someone or collaborate with someone on something creatively, and they'll tell me something really deeply personal about themselves that they would not share to a lot of people. Have you ever had that with someone that you've made music with?
Oh yeah, yeah, bro, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, I mean, it's more just like people at the studio, like we're like family, basically. You know what I mean, they're like my brothers at this point.
Who
You
are
know,
these other people at the studio that you're talking about?
like CYG, just you know what I mean, like you got like Randy, Rodney, Denham, you know what I mean, Jay Neal, Trey, you know what I mean,
So you
CJ,
got a
Steve.
unit, right?
Oh yeah, bro.
That's
Just
great.
like yeah, like Marcus. Yeah, it's just like a whole bunch of people, you know, and it's like, man, I'm lucky to like have like a solid group of like friends, you know. So like I mean, if shit goes down, we usually talk to each other about it, you know. And like I feel like every person needs like that group, or just like at least that one person you can go talk to. Because if you don't, like your life, your world's real dark, you know. And that's a dark. I've been there too. That's a hard place to be. So, but you can get out of it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. You just gotta keep pushing.
Get
Mental
out
health
of
is
the
big.
dark place.
Oh yeah, dude.
The
I've been doing.
figurative dark place.
Yeah, dude, I mean, my life's not perfect, dude. Like, I've been like I was kidnapped as a kid, like brought to a different country, like, you know. I mean, I make music, which is just like the biggest gamble in it. So it's like it's funny to say, because like this wasn't like something that like I've always loved music. I always wanted to make music, but like I always held back. And then I just started making music randomly and it just really worked. I loved it. I kept doing it. But yeah, dude, it's weird how life works. All that bad shit, like at the end of the day, it's like really just some of the best lessons you'll ever get. So it's like it's really not always bad.
This is a great interview, man. We got the hour mark. I feel like
Yeah,
we've gotten out everything we need to get out, but we should definitely talk off camera about some other things.
definitely, bro. Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
Um, this was great. Links in the description to all your music on Apple and YouTube. You know the vibes with that, and social
I
media, of
appreciate
course.
you, bro. Yeah, that's live.
And probably will release around. I had one releasing scheduled Wednesday, but I think I'm gonna have to make this one release Wednesday, not at the same time as another one, but I might make another one release earlier because I've been. That's just some random
Yeah. Yeah, no, get
because
it out. Yeah, that'll be live. Yeah, because I feel like there's a bunch of like I've been getting a bunch of traction. So hopefully, give you some tractions like on your end. It'll be pretty live. I can share it on my Instagram, all that shit.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I'm gonna stop recording now. Anyways, thank you for watching or listening. If you are listening on a podcast platform such as Apple Podcasts or Spotify, download the episode or check out any of the sponsors in the description. We got the Audible trial, Cash App, sponsorship, Vice
Pay me.
Props.
No, I was playing.
Yeah. I
Pay
mean,
him.
yeah, pay me. So, also there's the Good Vibes clothing sponsorship, my Patreon merchandise, all that. Support me, and also support the gentleman I'm interviewing. If you support me, support him. If you support me,
Support him, bro.
if you don't support either of us, don't do anything, which
And
I
remember,
advise against. But
you gotta close with this though. It's never too late to stop being a bitch. Support him.